Hi Libra, thank you for joining me for your October reading. Please remember that this is general, so it's not going to resonate for everybody. It's also timeless and it's not gender specific. Because time and energy is fluid, the energies can be switched, so please do bear that in mind if you're cross-watching. Because this is Libra's read, I will be addressing them, but this could easily be the cross-watchers' energies that I'm reading, so always use your own discernment. Take what's resonating for you and you leave what doesn't. I cannot censor, choose nor control what is coming out of the cards. I'm literally just reading them. It's up to you what you decide to do with it. You do have free will. For everything else, please read the descriptions box. Okay, so now all of that's out of the way, Libra, let's get into your reading and we'll take a look at the strongest energies that's affecting you for October. Okay, world, fixed energy, that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. The world, as we know, it pertains to cycles, old things coming to an end and brand new chapters beginning. For some of you, this could indicate some kind of travel. I'm feeling a particularly spiritual energies coming from this. So for some of you, you're getting back to your roots throughout the month of October and you're rediscovering your love for all things spiritual. You're finding that it's opening brand new doors for you as well. Now in this particular deck, we've actually got three worlds. There's one at the bottom, one in the middle, one at the top, and then it looks like some kind of moon with a keyhole, right? So yeah, opportunities are opening for you throughout this month, and I'm seeing that you're going to be grasping at what you can when you can. It's kind of like the energies of the world is your oyster right now. I'm also getting with that particular card for you, Libra, that you're going to start to recognize your own successes as well. You're going to stop downplaying your abilities. You're going to stop hiding your talents in the shadows. There's definitely a brand new perspective here, right? You take a look at Libra's current energies. Thank you. Page of Swords, interesting. Air energy. I'm going to pull some more before I start talking on that one. Libra's energy, please, for October. Thank you. Queen of Wands, it's Aries energy. Okay. Libra's energy, please, for October. And the Hermit, that's Virgo energy. Okay. The reason why I waited, Libra, is for the beginning month reads, I intend for the readings to be all about the zodiac that I'm reading for, right? And this is why I always say I cannot choose nor control what is coming out of the cards, right? This is not your energy, okay? This is basically how somebody is currently seeing you by the energies that you are exuding, rather than it being your bone of contention, okay? At the moment, you're somebody else's bone of contention, very, very much. They see you as a mystery, right? The Queen of Wands is a sort of fiery, passionate, it's like a sexy mystery. And this individual is as clear as day trying to figure you out with the Page of Swords and the Hermit, because you don't say much. Right? You keep a lot of things hidden away, and this is exactly what has intrigued this particular individual about you. You're coming off as really mysterious and very, very intriguing. This is somebody who is wanting to learn more about you. However, the way that they're going about it currently is not going to win any favours with you. It really isn't. And I'm talking, yeah, there's some social media stalking, that's going on here. There's other kinds of spying as well. It's not going to go down well with you. The reason why you don't say much is because basically you don't want anyone talking about your business. You know, you value your private life, and it's gonna feel a lot like this individual is intruding on your privacy a bit. Why is the Page of Swords here, please? Okay, the Seven of Wands. That is Leo energy, and it's basically pertaining to you being quite defensive, and also they believe that they can win you over. Why is the Queen of Wands here, please, for Libra? Okay, so the Queen of Wands is here because of the King of Coins in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. So that's Taurus energy and water energy, right? Libra, there are very good reasons why you're feeling defensive against this individual. There are good reasons why you're not so quick to let them back in. This is somebody that you already know. You're already aware of their intentions towards you, right? You have also made it abundantly clear as well that you're not interested. And this is why these two cards came shooting out in reverse, right? This is someone that you find is very absorbed with money, with the King of Coins in reverse. You find them very, very materialistic. I mean, to the point where they consistently put finances and accruement before those that they love, right? This is someone who has got a serious problem with money. They value it far too highly, and if it's a choice between life, death and money, they're going to choose money, right? You've witnessed them doing it. They're also very immature, right? They do not admit when they have been caught out, banged to rights. They do not like to, well, I say they don't like to, they don't even admit when they're wrong, right? This is someone with a lot of pride, a lot of ego, and you find them not a very pleasant individual, purely because of their attitude. You find it vulgar, the way that they value money over life. Like it makes you physically ill. That is the description of the individual who is currently keeping tabs on you. And they've got it in their head that they're going to win you back. What are the outside influences affecting Libra at this time, please? The Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, fire energy, Cancerian energy and Aries energy. This individual, they could be the parent of your child, or they've already got children. Either way, it's someone who is in a commitment with the Emperor energy, usually. They have definitely got the hots for you here, and they're not being realistic either. With the Four of Cups, it lets me know that this individual was basically unappreciative. They didn't see a good thing when they had it, and so they lost it, quite rightly so. I'm not seeing that this is an individual who has learned their lesson. In fact, this person's making me feel really uncomfortable, Libra. I'm not going to lie, because of the entitlement that is shouting through in this read. They feel entitled to have you. Clarify these outside influences. Can we look at the Emperor, please? Why is Emperor here? This could be somebody who is in business, or they're self-employed, or with the Emperor energy, they've got some kind of high-profile job. the Ten of Cups, Pisces energy. That's basically a family card. There's a family situation here in the mix. Either this is someone that you had a family with, or it ended between you and they ran off and had a family elsewhere. You're not interested in this individual. Four of Swords, Libra energy. As I said, you're not interested in that individual. You're looking for someone who is far more grounded. You're looking for someone who is emotionally balanced, emotionally available even. You're looking for somebody who is able to keep a promise. Okay. You're looking for an individual that you can go through thick and thin with, basically, and that particular person, they ran away at the first opportunity that they had. The first sign of things going difficult, they bolted, and that is not your type of person. And that's why you haven't acted on their advances. See outcome of this, please, for Libra. Thank you. The Knight of Coins, it's Virgo energy. See outcome of this, please, for Libra. Oh. The Ten of Cups, it's Pisces. The Nine of Coins in reverse and the World in reverse. Libra. I'm not seeing that you're going to be entertaining this particular individual, not even remotely. You're good by yourself. That individual cannot cope by themselves. This is someone who they basically lean too much on you for emotional support. They're very draining, and they seem to think that you have got the answers to all of their problems. In the meanwhile, you're just focused on you. You're focused on your spiritual growth. You're focused on your current path that you're on. And with the World card coming out as your first oracle, and then we've got it again here to end your read. There's a full circle here, Libra. This is a situation from your past that is literally about to come full circle, specifically so that you can close that chapter, like permanently. This is definitely a read all about you getting the closure that you need. You're going to be taking your time in the future with any kind of emotional investment, right? Because you're focused on what is going to make you feel happy and content and secure with the Ten of Cups. This is an apex card. It's basically what everybody in life is working towards. You know, it's happiness, it's happy home, happy life, internal happiness, and then external happiness. If it takes you forever to find it, then forever it shall be. And that is currently your energy at the moment. You're not in any rush to be giving yourself away just because that particular individual is once again showing you some kind of attention. What I'm actually seeing here, Libra, is love bombing. This individual is making a lot of promises and they're not going to keep any of them. They're saying what they think you want to hear, and that is them love bombing you. But you're not dumb to it. You're really, really not. You've seen straight through their little game. You've seen straight through it. In fact, you probably even predicted that this individual would do this, right? Because you are massively in tune with your intuition right now, right? They are in a lot of trouble, a lot. They cannot let you go. They cannot let the situation between you go. They are stuck. and nothing is moving for them. So what they're actually doing here is they're going to end up in a bit of a financial hole with the 9 of coins in reverse. This is somebody who is overspending in an attempt to fill that empty void that's inside of them. This is why it didn't work out between you and them. And this is why they are not going to work with anyone else, because they have not addressed the root cause for that void that they feel inside of them. They keep ignoring it, and they keep using their job or their career as a distraction from that, right? So instead of them turning inwards and doing what needs to be done, and, you know, going through that really painful process, which we all have to do at some point, to grow and evolve and transform from that, they refuse. They're currently using retail therapy in a really poor attempt to fill in that void. You are not going to allow them to use you to fill the void for them, because that's exactly what they did in the past, and that's exactly why it failed. So this is definitely a repeating cycle here between you and this individual, and I'm seeing as clear as day that you are going to be getting the closure. You're going to be leaving them to deal with their own thing, and you're no longer feeling responsible for that individual, because in the past you did feel responsible for them and you did take on too much, and it just wasn't fair. And the blockages, yeah, 9 of Swords, Gemini energy, that's a nightmare card. Stress, worry, grief, anxiety. You are going to be finding that inner peace, right? You are going to be realizing that this situation, it was not your fault. It wasn't. This is purely an individual who refuses point blank to acknowledge the healing that they need to do, and you cannot do that for them. I mean, it would be amazing if we could do that for somebody, but the reality is we just can't. So your only option is to step away from feeling guilty about this individual, because it's not your problem. It's not yours. And under there, the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Yeah. This situation has actually stopped you or put a pause on the things that you wanted to do in your life. And you're not allowing them that kind of power and control anymore. You're really, really not. Really nice read there, Libra, because it means that you're standing up for yourself here. You've recognised a repeating cycle, and you're cutting it off at the root before it becomes a problem again. It's Libra's focus, please, for October. Negativity, distorted view or wounds, complaining, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, outside influences, and being gracious. Yeah, this individual is the complete opposite from you. Whereas you're grateful even for the small things, that is an individual who is never ever happy. They're never happy with anything that they get, with anything that they achieve. It's never enough, and they were treating you like you were never enough, which they could not have been further from the truth there. I mean, why else would they be coming back round, right? They have got a very distorted view on life. Do not allow that individual's negativity to drag you down with them. Do not allow that to happen. It's for Libra, please. It's Libra's focus. The cheater story and must list. Cheated on now or in the past, trust issues triggered, heal past hurts and change your future, and be unapologetically self-loving. Decide on your must-haves and then release it into the universe. Right, so Your other focus for this month is basically you don't trust that individual, not even close. You're very suspicious that that individual had you in a really negative situation, right, that involves another. Them coming back round towards you, it could well trigger some unhealed parts of you, right? So don't make their mistake by pushing it down and ignoring it. Honour, acknowledge and feel the emotions that that they're pulling up to the surface, right? By feeling it, you're actually releasing it back up into the universe, which then it will be transmuted back into positive energies. And from that point on, you will find that your ability to manifest will be a lot quicker, because your guidance or your focus is going to be on manifesting what you want. And again, it's all about keeping your vibe high so that you'll have better success at manifesting. Decide on what you need, focus on what you want rather than what you don't want, and then to release it back up into the universe. We have a healing message, please, for Libra. Healing message for Libra. Okay. Waning gibbous, wisdom. And your waning gibbous, I do believe, is all about courage, moving forwards and having faith. Now, having faith doesn't mean that you know that everything's going to be all right. It's not that. Having faith is all about knowing that you are going to be okay, no matter what happens. It's having faith in yourself. So, it is my belief that every oracle card actually has 3 messages that come with each card. Your first message comes from the creator of the deck. Your second message comes from your own intuitive messages through the illustrations on the card. And then your third message comes through your reader and their intuitive messages. Right, so it says wisdom. Wisdom is more than mere knowledge. There may be something that you are not seeing and you need to research more thoroughly. Wisdom is gathered, but it takes time. Learn from your experience. You might wish to ask the opinion of a wise mentor if you're uncertain. And the positive affirmation that comes with this card is, I use my knowledge and experience to make wise decisions. And the companion stone that it suggests that could be beneficial for you at this time is fluorite. Okay, so yeah, you have already learnt this particular lesson with this individual Libra. This is not you wishing to repeat history here. This is something that, you know, you've already been down that road. You already know how that story ends, and literally you're just not seeing the changes in that individual. You're really not. So I'm seeing this as you are going to be avoiding that individual. You're not going to be entertaining them. You're really not. In fact, you're just wishing that they would leave you alone, because they're starting to be a bit creepy now. This is genuinely a cycle that you want closed, never ever to be repeated. It's for Libra, please. Okay, right. Eclipse in Cancer, Moon in Sagittarius, and eclipse in Taurus. Interesting. The eclipse energy, and you've got 2 of them here, the eclipse energies are all about profound changes that invoke an emotional response, right? So, yeah, this is a situation that is quite close to your heart here. Your eclipse in Cancer, your Cancer energy is all about your home and your family, mostly. It's your private life as well. So yeah, you're trying to keep your private life private. You don't want anybody knowing your business. You just want to move ahead quietly and confidently. Your focus is very much on your family, which we've already seen in your tarot. And it says an emotional phase or domestic development and acceptance. Right? So yeah, you are going to be accepting of the changes that are going on internally, right? It's kind of re-accepting who you are and the decisions that you've made. It's knowing that you've made the right decision for you and for your family by leaving that. You could also be looking into redecorating your home as well with that particular energies, because, you know, your home, it is very close to your heart. It's where you're trying to raise your family, for those who do have family. It's the place where you like to feel safe, of course it is. And at the moment, it's like you're looking around and there are just reminders of this horrific situation everywhere. So you've got this urge to redecorate the home in order to try and purge their energy out of your home. You might find that that's really cathartic for you as well. Moon in Sagittarius. So moon is all about your emotions, instincts, habits, the way that you think. Sagittarius is a very excitable energy. It's about travel, study, and faith. Again, it's a very philosophical and adventurous energies. So yeah, you are trying to find meaning in that particular situation, and you're coming round to the idea that basically it's happened not because of you not being good enough, which is what they had you believe. It happened because they were not good enough for you. It's given you a newfound sense of freedom and adventure. And then eclipse in Taurus. So your Taurus energy is all about money, possessions, income, assets, having beautiful things, you know, having a beautiful home, really loving everything about your surroundings. It's gratitude as well. It says reevaluation and a change of heart. So for the longest time, Libra, you were blaming yourself for that situation, especially for those that were cheated on as well. You were definitely blaming yourself for that, feeling that, oh, well, they wouldn't have done it if I was good enough. You know, you're coming around to a different way of thinking. You're having a change of heart about yourself. And that's a very, very powerful situation to be in. Give a positive affirmation, please, for Libra. Okay. Karma is on your side. If you could read all of the minds that I read and hear all the prayers that I hear and beat all the hearts that I beat, I wonder if you'd even believe how often you are thought of, talked about and fallen in love with. It's payback time. Adelaide, Adelaide, love the universe. Yeah, karma's on your side here, Libra. You've done nothing wrong. You've done nothing to bring this particular situation onto yourself. You don't have anything to worry about here. Like, you really, really don't. The liar, the cheater and the betrayer is going to get everything that they deserve. Ooh, okay, so for those of you who are easily offended at swearing, then your read has ended now. Thank you very, very much for watching. And for those of you who don't give a shit, then this is the Rebel deck. This is the Oracle deck that I always end my beginning of the month reads with. It's very brutal. It can be quite offensive as well. And it works in exactly the same way as all of the other tarot and oracle. where it's for the viewers to decide what side of the table that they're sitting at for every single card that comes out. So it's all still completely interchangeable. Okay, have some more for Libra, please. It's for Libra. Okay, don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be lying, sneaky bastards. Yep. That is very specifically for those Libra who are blaming themselves for this situation. You don't have control over what someone else does, right? You gave them a chance. What they did with it was up to them. They fucked up. That's on them, and it is not on you. It isn't. And you should not be bearing the weight of that either. You need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out your ass pronto. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your own shit. That is for the individual you've been dealing with. You are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass and buy your own damn drink. Yeah, you're good by yourself, Libra. You don't need anyone. You especially do not need an asshole like that. For definite. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Libra. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my descriptions box and it's in my pinned comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely, lovely week and remember to be kind. We're all just trying to survive. Okay, bye.